She writes it right in the middle. I feel so good about, and she'll put dot, dot, dot. And then she writes all the things she feels good about. And just goes around and around and around and around and around until she focuses on what already feels good, until she gets that momentum of what feels good going. And do you know a momentum of what feels good going? You know what it does to the things that you've been worried about? It blows them off the track. In other words, they can't both be active at the same time.
Realistically, my mornings up until about a month ago were not super great. I was watching other people's morning routines online and trying out other people's and seeing if, I could stick to any of them, but I couldn't because they weren't my routine. I didn't focus that routine around what was going to bring me joy, what was going to make me feel centered and fulfilled in the morning. I wasn't thinking that way. And then I really started to consider things that would bring me joy. And I actually wrote out a list in my journal, and I wrote out everything that really just brings me joy, just on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't even necessarily need to be in the morning specifically. For me, it wasn't. So for example, one of the things that I wrote in there is I really enjoy having a clean space. And so that, led me into thinking, okay, I should probably make my bed in the morning. So I do. I make my bed every single morning and I love it. I love coming home, my bed is made, and I even really like the act of making my bed in the morning and it being one of the first things that I do every morning because it sets the intention that I'm going to have an intentional routine, that I'm going to be doing some things that are deliberate and that are for me. I'm doing these things for myself, right? This is part of self-care. I'm taking care of my physical space, my physical well-being in some way, and then I'm taking care of my mental or my spiritual health. And those are all things that bring me joy. It's not something that's super structured, but I do enjoy having the checklist on my phone. I can kind of check things off as I go. And while some mornings I do journal and I write in everything that I've done, I don't always get to that every single morning. So it's nice for me to have that checklist where at the end of the night, if I do my journaling then, I can go ahead and write in the things that I did this morning. For me, my journaling, you saw me write down mornings. And then I'll write down either work or afternoon, depending on if it's a day off. And then I'll write down evenings. And I'll just kind of write out some things, and mostly centered around things that I've done or things that I had to eat. I'm really trying to track my diet more. So these are just some things I've personally been doing. If you feel inspired by this, that's fantastic. And if you just enjoyed and wanted to spend the morning with me, that's cool too. You are absolutely welcome wherever you are, whatever time it is. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.